Hey, Pusnet. So I'm about to join one of the net. So this is my setup. So right now, what I have is my headphones that I use for soda, so they're but as you can see, I got two connection. Well, one is disconnected right now because it's playing, but on this one, I got my VHF, UHF, and so it's running the band. There's not much out there, but it's just to probably because right now my radio, as you can see, has no battery inside. I want to see how long my 12 volt battery would last. So basically, I'm running my whole radio out of my 12 volt battery through my I don't know if I'll be able to reach. Yeah. But yeah, basically to that mini box. So my battery goes inside, so it's like an extension cord. My battery cord goes in. I made a special cable with a cigarette lighter. So I got my 12 volt setup for this. And then on the other hand, I got another 12 volt and it's charging my computer. And so basically my computer is running out of my 12 volt battery. Again, is to see how it would work with this. And then what I do is that again, because now I don't have full HF, and sadly my little Texon that I was hoping to be able to use and experiment and stuff uh, got to smoke. So it looks like I overdid it. I was trying to play with the battery and stuff, and I put too much voltage in there. So what it does is that right now, as you can see from the screen, I got connection here, and now I'm about to, yeah, I'm receiving my digital communication. So basically I see the message that it's going up, and so it's the net. So what I was telling, there's a emergency net schedule for different thing. I couldn't hear the voice one, but I'm getting the digital one very well. I'm hooked on a, I think this is out of Michigan, so I'm receiving the communication pretty well. So it's pretty cool because it's my first time that I ever did that. And again, I'm kind of cheating. I wouldn't have internet or anything like this, but it's more to practice the protocols themselves than the gear. When I finally get my HF, I'll be able to play a little bit more and see. As you can see from the screen here, this is the HF condition band. So right now the 30 and the 20 meters are fair, and the at night it looks like the 40 meter will be pretty good. And later on we do have a 40 meter net, which is going to follow this net. So I'm going to be following them through. Because I have this ability through the internet, I'll be following them through the stuff just to play with it and see how everything works. But basically, all I'm running right now is FLDG. So it's a program that I don't have any special box and stuff. It's coming to though. I'm gonna send. I'm gonna be able to play because my Tough Book doesn't have a card, audio card in it, and so I'll be able to. There's a device coming, and so I'll be able to send info and receive info. But right now, all it is that inside my computer, I got an audio cable, just like any audio cable, so I can listen and stuff when I'm listening to voice. But when I hear voice message, like right now, I'm getting some message. All I do is I unhook here and I hook it to my computer. So far it's working great. Like I said, I'm receiving message now. I'm seeing all that is going. So that's pretty cool. So I wanted to do a quick video before the light, because obviously when it gets darker, it will be harder to make videos. But then my other thing I wanted to try is my lantern that I bought for my uh, when the electricity is down. So I'll be playing with that later. Talk to you soon. Hey, Pussy Net. So, I'm about to do my other net. The first one was pretty good. It worked as you saw earlier, and as you can see from the light in my face. Uh, I'm woke up just like 4 hours, I think, of sleep. So, it's a cool exercise to do if you ever plan like in your communication to do like those kind of nets, which most people kind of recommends and stuff. It's not easy. So after I did the net, um, I played a little bit, so it was not so much like one net because I play. It was more about playing with some stuff. And because I'm not just in one region and playing, I was trying to see which one I would get more, and then um, if I would see other stuff in the waterfall, because I'm discovering that all that's too waterfall are just amazing versus because I always did kind of digital, so you kind of playing, but I don't have a waterfall. But this is just amazing. You see the signal, you see what type of signal. I'm starting to recognize. Oh yeah, this is that kind of stuff. This is this kind of other thing. So it's pretty interesting. But if you do that, like right now, I'm doing all by myself. It wouldn't be easy because every 6 hours they have a net, so so I have to. So the net starts every 6 hours. It lasts because you'll have the voice. So that now I was just trying the voice on other. I was trying to catch it on the east, couldn't catch it, and sometimes what you don't catch the voice, you'll catch the digital because versus VHF, HF is very dependent on what the weather looks like upstairs on the solar weather, and so the voice signal, whatever, and this is the limitation, and this also kind of reinforce the need to be an amateur radio. So right now, whatever antenna setup they have, that's my limit. So I can see a signal or something, and that's all I can play. If I would be home trying to catch a signal, I could either redirect my antenna, make a better antenna. So I could play with my antennas, and so antenna becomes very important in the whole system because that's how you can get your increased dB. So, for example, antenna are not just so if you have like a transmitting antenna that increase what we call dB transmission uh, by multiply. So if you have a 7 dB or 8 dB antenna, but you also receive better if you have an 8 dB antenna, it not only transmit better but receive better. So if you have one thing, so if you're limited in the money, you buy a better antenna than just a better radio. So yeah, so it plays a little bit. So now I'm about to receive the other. So far, I've not been successful, but to get back to this time frame, so I finished the the net, and then I cooked dinner, and which took a little bit longer too because it was on barbecue, so it's not as hot. And yeah, then I had to sleep 4 hours, and then you get up, and then you listen to the net, and then you do that and stuff. So it can be because like if you truly want traffic, like if there's a lot of stuff going on and stuff, it's you get tired pretty easily. Like it's just my second net, but just doing this, getting up, sleeping and stuff. So it's almost like a night shift. Um, it's something like it kind of reinforce on. Oh yeah, okay. Like it's one thing to say, oh yeah, I'll do it and blah blah blah, and put it on paper and stuff. But to go through it is it's quite different because you have to be, especially if you're by yourself, you have to be a little bit more. Uh, multitasking, or like, you know, dinner could be cooking now as I listen to the or I could boil water or something. So yeah, you have to multi, because you need your sleep, and getting 2 hours here, 2 hours there could be a little bit difficult. So anyway, I'm about to do the net soon, so I'll, you know, just wanted to add a note on that video, and I'll talk to you soon.